The first video I saw was of the Israeli soldiers being attacked on the ship, and it was very clear that they were set upon. And the response of the Palestinians is what we were doing was in self-defense. And I don't know of the legalities. They were in international waters. Yet, as happened time and time, people have smuggled rockets into Israel and aimed them at the Jewish people. And this is no small thing. So I suspect, actually I would say that it was probably a tragic error more on Israel's part, because the press is so bad.
Don't read that much of the news, to be honest with you. But I know there's some crazy stuff going down in Gaza, apparently.
I heard that Israel is maybe bombing Gaza or at war with them or something. One of my friends who goes to Berkeley, she went to Gaza to protest and stuff. And when I told my dad about that, he was like, "Oh, that's a really sensitive subject for you because you're Jewish, so you're on the other side." But since I don't live with my parents, I haven't heard that much about it.
From what I understand is that there was an aid vessel that was an aid organization from Turkey trying to get goods into the Gaza Strip, and more or less the Israeli military boarded the ship and killed a bunch of people. They should definitely take down the wall. They should stop expanding settlements in the West Bank. I mean, I don't know. I just feel like Israel should stop doing everything it's doing and come back to the table and treat Palestinians like they're human beings.
I'm a great supporter of Israel and Israel's right to be in the Middle East. And they're such a tiny little place that they really need to defend themselves, because I think they are surrounded by countries who are essentially anti-Semitic. I mean, I'm amazed when situations with Israel come up about how, I am not Jewish, but I'm amazed at how much anti-Semitism there is in the world. It just kind of overwhelms me, because it kind of goes underground a little bit and then it just rises up whenever something happens with Israel.
Well, I've heard about the recent sabotage of the aid convoy that went over there from Turkey, and there's sort of been last I heard, it was more sort of an inquiries as to what actually happened, get a sort of a rundown on the events and why it's been sort of intercepted, basically, because it's obviously on the way to the Gaza Strip where it's needed greatly. So.
What's your impression of Israel?
I think it's sort of, I don't know, I think they need to try and sort of think about compromise a little bit on what's going on. I think they've got to have a bit of give and take. And I think basically it's a case of knowing when enough's enough and to stop and not to sort of keep on going. And I think they've made their point, and it's a case of accepting what the situation is now and trying to move on. Whereas I think they're trying to push it further and further all the time. That's the problem.